Untouchable.
What is up YouTube, it's your host Renelli Gamer here. With the completion of the Golem event, I am sure you all must have used golems in your army compositions. In case you didn't know, if you use one golem in your army composition, it is known as a cold-blooded attack. If you use two golems, it is known as a shattered attack. If you use three golems, it is known as a stoned attack. In today's video, we'll be looking at some of the Town Hall 9.5s getting destroyed by Town Hall 9s using the stoned golem attack. So without further ado, we'll be directly moving on to our attacks. This is the section where we analyze the base and decide how we will be attacking this base and how this base was destroyed. If you look at this base, it is a Town Hall 9.5 base which was destroyed by our clan member Abigail, who is a Town Hall 9. The first and the most important step in any war is to select your attack type according to the base layout. If you notice, this base is a free to roam base. That means your army can move around very freely on this base. And if you notice the center compartment, if you break these three layers of walls, this base will be technically a completely free to roam base. That is, your troops will be able to move around in this base without the walls hindering their movement. So Abigail decides to use a stoned VALK attack on this base. That is, he uses 3 golems and a Valkyrie army to destroy this base. The second most important step is to decide the side from which you will be attacking. Basically, you need to destroy the enemy archer queen and clan castle troops first in this kind of attacks. So you should select that side which is nearer to the enemy archer queen as well as clan castle troops. So he selected this particular area to start with the attack. Started the attack by dropping an earthquake spell in the core which will be breaking these 3 layers of walls and which will allow his entire army to move around freely on this base. The second step is to drop golems. While using a stone golem attack, you need to cover an entire side with your golems. So he drops golems in this manner which will be covering this entire side. The next step obviously is of funneling. So you need to bring 10 to 12 wizards along this attack. So he drops his wizards in this manner, which will be creating a very nice funnel for his heroes to enter the base. Valkyries tend to move around the combined structures, that is, these two structures are combined, so Valkyries will be attracted towards this section and they will be trying to move around the base where they can find 2 buildings joined adjacent to each other. So it is very necessary for you to create a very wide funnel while using a VALK attack or any kind of attack using the Valkyries in a mass. So after doing this, he drops in wall breakers to break open this wall. Then he drops his archer queen over this section and he drops his king to cover this section of the base to destroy this area of the base. The next step is that the clan castle troops were attracted towards one of the golems and they started moving towards this section. So he dropped a nice raid spell which helped all the troops to destroy the clan castle troops. Then he drops the Valkyries which he brought along with him. Also he dropped the clan castle Valkyries having the max level. The queen started attacking one of the golems and the Valkyries were attracted towards the queen and they destroyed this wall and destroyed the enemy archer queen. From here on guys, it was a complete game changer. The Valkyries started destroying, they started creating havoc while all these defenses were focused on the golems. Now the second step and the third step is to drop the heals on your Valkyries. So you need to select a particular area where the buildings are having high hit points. So he selected this section to drop his first heal spell, as this section was covered with high hit point buildings. This expos, this gold storage, this clan castle are having high hit points. So he dropped a heal here so that his Valkyries remain fully healed. Then a Tesla popped up in this section as well as giant bomb popped up here, so he dropped his second heal over this section, and this was enough for his Valkyries to survive this attack, and they were able to annihilate this base and completely destroy this base. And a wonderfully planned attack by Abigail adds up to this, and that brought the 3-star to the clan. We'll be looking at the replay of this attack, and then we will be moving on to our next attack. This was a cleanup attack done by our clan member Batlord. Let me warn you guys, it will be a little bit lengthy one, but the level of planning and detailed analysis on this base done by Batlord is truly worth the time invested. So basically, he selects this base to be destroyed by a stoned Goho attack. The reason for it is that this base has high level walls, and if he does a stoned Go VALK attack, then his Valkyries would be fixed in a particular section hitting on the walls while the defenses will be focusing on them. So he wants his hogs to move on this base freely. So he doesn't use a Go VALK attack like the previous one, and he uses a Go Hog attack on this base. The location of the giant bombs were like this. There was a double giant bomb set here and 2 single bombs located here. There was a Tesla farm in the core. So the second step is to select the side from which you need to start your attack. Well, he wants to disable all these giant bombs maximum possible and the Teslas with his kill squad and the 3 golems. So he selects this particular side to start his attack with. With this particular side and a nice jump spell here, he will be able to access this Tesla farm section, disable these 2 giant bombs, kill the enemy heroes as well as kill the enemy clan castle troops. So basically he starts his attack by dropping 2 golems over this section. Now be warned guys, he uses only 2 golems to start the attack with. He doesn't want his 3rd golem to take the hits. The reason for this is that he wants his 3rd golem to go deep into the base while the defenses are tanking on this golem, and he wants to drop his hogs on each of his defenses, so that he needs to have 1 golem at full health. So he drops only 2 golems in the beginning of the attack. Then he drops the wizards over this sections to clear a nice funnel for his main kill squad to enter the base. He brings bowlers in his clan castle troops so that his bowlers can destroy these heroes as well as this defenses located far away with the second bounce that the bowlers have. Then he drops his wizards and creates a nice funnel, and now he drops a single clan castle lure hog over here. This clan castle is not located at the center, so he drops a hog here which will trigger this clan castle, and the clan castle will start moving towards this section. The clan castle contains balloons and dragon, so they have slow moving speed. So he drops very nice 2 poison spell in this manner, which slowed the clan castle and destroyed the clan castle before they even reached here. So the balloons were destroyed, the dragon was having little bit health, and he drops his archer queen over this section after the funnel was created. Then he drops wall breakers to break open this wall, and then he drops his third golem. Now remember guys, he drops the third golem after the clan castle troops was activated on a particular golem. The clan castle troops are attracted towards the first troop that trigger their range. That means this clan castle hog, this clan castle lure hog triggered this clan castle. So this clan castle started moving towards this hog, but it was destroyed by these defenses. So the next troop which triggered the clan castle was the nearest troop was a golem located at this section. So the clan castle troops then moved towards this golem, and while they were moving, he dropped the poison spell to slow them down. Now the third golem is down in the battlefield, and then he drops his archer king as well as his bowlers. So the queen and the wizards destroy that dragon last remaining clan castle troops, and they enter this section. Then he drops a nice jump spell over here, which allows his troops to move across this section of the wall and this section of the wall. If you notice the jump spell, he places exactly in such a manner that his troops can move in this section as well as this section. So placement of jump spell is very important. So we'll remove these things. Then when the king and the clan castle troops reach here, he drops a rage spell over this section, as well as he drops a heal spell over this section, which helps the king, the queen, the bowlers and the wizards, everything to destroy this section of the base. The bowlers started destroying the enemy archer king and archer queen also, and meanwhile the whole clan castle troops as well as the kill squad had successfully destroyed this total area of the base. So the objective was almost achieved, except these two double giant bombs. So all these defenses were destroyed by the 3 golems and the clan castle troops. So it was a very successfully planned attack, and the initial kill squad was successful in destroying this particular section of the base. So now we'll remove these things, and there was a golem standing here, and there was this X-bow as well as this cannon focused on this golem. Now starts the main part of the attack. We'll discuss the spell placement as well as the hog deployment of each and every hog on this base, because it was a wonderfully planned hog placement, guys. He initially started dropping hog over this section. He dropped a single hog over here. You know why? He wanted to take out this X-bow and then trigger this double giant bomb set. So it was such a wonderful plan. X-bow was hitting on this golem, so this X-bow was not damaging this hog. This hog was completely safe. So this hog started reaching here, and this X-bow was destroyed by our archer queen. And then this hog triggered this double giant bombs and then saved all his hogs. He saved his hill placement over this section by deploying a single hog here. Then he starts dropping 3 hogs on this cannon and 2 hogs here. Now guys, why 3 hogs and why not 2 hogs, or why not 3 hogs here? The reason is, when you drop your first hog, all these defenses will start focusing on that hog. So you need to drop 3 hogs at least and not 2, because your first hog will be anyways killed by all these defenses. And you need not drop here 3 hogs, because in any ways these 2 hogs are completely safe, as this archer tower and all these defenses will be focused on the first hog deployed over here. So always remember guys, when you drop your hogs, you need to drop only 2 hogs on the second defense, and on the first defense where in the area where you are dropping the hogs, you need to drop little bit more hogs. So you drop 3 hogs here and 2 hogs here. See, it was a very nice placement of the hogs, and these hogs destroyed this 2 defense, and then they moved towards this wizard tower. Then you drop 2 hogs on this mortar. So 2 hogs are sufficient to destroy this mortar, because the mortar will not be able to focus on the hogs which are located adjacent to it. So these hogs are completely safe. So after destroying this mortar and this archer tower, this wizard tower, he drops another 1 hog for reinforcement. He wants this section to be destroyed by this hog, so he drops an additional hog here. So this hogs destroyed this section, and then they moved towards this air defense, where this cannon started focusing on these hogs. So as soon as this cannon started focusing on this hog, he drops the last 4 hogs on this mortar. Now he times this placement in such a manner that this cannon will not be hitting on either of these hogs. So when he drops his first hog here, this archer tower and bomb tower were already focused on the hogs located in this section. So these hogs were completely safe. So he drops his hogs here so that this mortar is destroyed, and then these hogs move towards this archer tower while this air defense was destroyed, and all these hogs started accumulating in this section. Then he drops wonderfully 2 balloons over here. Now he drops his first loon over this cannon and not over this archer tower. The reason is, when you drop your first army troop over here, the archer tower will start focusing on this loon, and this loon will be completely safe. So it will be guaranteed that even if this loon is destroyed by any bomb or something, this loon will be successfully in destroying this archer tower, and then it can move on towards this cannon and then destroy it as well, thus ensuring this removal of this section of the base. So each and every troop placement on this attack was so wonderfully placed, so wonderfully planned, that hats off to Batlord in doing such a clean-up attack. And then the final step is drop a heal over this section, because as you know, the bomb tower has a bomb and that can destroy the hogs, because the wizard tower is located adjacent. So he wants all the hogs to be at full health while destroying this section of the base, so that the wizard tower doesn't destroy them, doesn't kill them all, and they can clean up this entire base. So thank you so much guys in this base breakdown. It was a wonderfully planned attack, and we'll be watching the replay of this attack. I hope you enjoyed these videos. I hope you enjoyed this base breakdown series. So guys, I request you to subscribe to this channel if you like the videos. I request you to drop a like and comment on each and every one the video that you watch, and please turn on the bell notification. I don't care if you drop all the hogs on that bell notification icon or your 3 golems on the bell notification icon, but that bell notification icon must be hit. So this is your host, Indian League Gamer, over and out.